Oh, welcome back to another episode of Talking Football with Insidious and the Ghost. And we have a special guest tonight. The Chief's joining us. So this is week 6. We're going on to week 7. And there's been a few upsets and a lot of I told you so's that I'm going to give to Insidious throughout the evening. And I've been looking forward to that. So let's begin, shall we? All right, first game of the week was Washington didn't beat Chicago. Chicago beat Chicago. I mean, I don't know if anyone caught the game on that. I mean, so Commanders beat the Bears 12-7, and you know what? Chicago should have won that game, but I think Chicago kept going for it over and over on fourth down instead of just get a few points. We just so shit game. You know what? Every single team in the NFC East. I mean, I told you the NFC East is where it's at today. Every single team in the NFC East won. Oh wait, except for one. Right, Insidious? But we'll talk about that.
Oh, we will.
Oh, we will. Let's see.
I'm getting my shit brought up right now.
All right, so we were both wrong with the Bears. So, you went Niners, I went Falcons. Falcons upsetted the Niners 28-14. Patriots destroyed the Browns 38-15, which we both said Pats. I'm going to come back to that one. I want to talk about that one. Colts beat the Jaguars 34-27. You did say Jags. I said Colts. Vikings. I said Vikings. You said Dolphins. The Vikings won 24-6. You didn't get much right this last week. Okay, we were both wrong about this one. Bengals decided to come to work and won 30-26. Neither one of us saw Tom Brady getting beat by the Steelers 20-18.
The fuck? I didn't see that happening.
Seahawks defeated the Cardinals, which I predicted correctly, 19-9. And now let's talk about these two teams that I really need to talk about. The Giants, once again, came to work. You said they wouldn't. You went Ravens, I went Giants, and the Giants won 24-20. And the Jets did what the Giants did, which I told you what would probably happen. Beat Aaron Rodgers at home, and this time it was actually in Lambeau, 27-10, and they said that was the first time. Hold on, I had a special note. I'm going to pull it up. I wrote it down. That was the first time that Aaron Rodgers got beat at home since. So for 15 games in a row, that was the first time Aaron Rodgers got beat at Lambeau. So both New York teams defeated Rodgers at home, back to back. So I'm going to ask you this again: Are we seeing something changing going up in the Northeast there, Insidious?
No.
Why won't you give them their due credit? They both defeated Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Well, first of all, it's the Jets. You're allowed to say okay things about the Jets. I know you're a Cowboy fan, so you can't say good things about the Giants. But at least for the Jets,
You know how I feel about the Jets.
No,
unfortunately, I have to say something positive about the New York Giants.
What's that?
A story was broke 20 hours ago that the Giants are currently leading the league with 5 comeback wins this season.
Mm-hmm. No, wait.
So they're making a comeback in their games.
Why can't you say anything on the Jets, though? I mean, they're not in the NFC East. They're not even in the NFC.
But you know how I feel about the Jets. I talked about it last season. They had a lot of young talent, and they needed to mesh better, and now they have.
And they're surprisingly, the defense held Rodgers good. I mean, that's normally you don't do.
Exactly.
Yeah, according to this, you only got like one right last week.
I don't care. Bear in
It's all
mind,
right.
people, I am sick. So
You weren't sick when you made these polls.
if I'm not cheery or giggly, just know that it's nothing against any of you.
Right. Okay, now let's talk about the games of the week. These were great games all the way through. The first one was the Bills got the revenge against the Chiefs. No coin toss to save Patrick Mahomes this time. Bills just outplayed him 24-20. That was a good game, though. Oh, shoot, I forgot. The Rams did defeat the Panthers to 24-10. All right. Tonight, in a very great game, going all the way to OT, Chargers defeated the Broncos 19-16. Okay, let's talk about that. I mean, okay, we were talking about before we went live. Eagles remain unbeaten at 6-0. Cooper Rush suffers his first loss, 26-17. The Eagles will stay unbeaten all the way to week 8 because they got a bye week for week 7. So they made it to almost the halfway mark, and they're still unbeaten. And with the Cowboys defense, because I was watching that game, I watched the game completely thorough. The first half of the game, I don't know what happened. The Cowboys were sleeping because it was 20-3 at halftime. But then the Cowboys did what the Cowboys do. They came back. Their defense destroyed the Eagles' offense, and I honestly thought, holy shit! I mean, the third quarter was all Dallas. Eagles didn't have anything in the third quarter, and then the start of the fourth quarter, I'm saying, holy shit, we got a game going. And I guess Chief's upset. He had to go for a second.
No, there's a reason.
That's all right. Anyway,
Just putting something Dallas up, I guarantee it.
a couple of little mistakes here and there, and it got, especially that interception at the end, gave the Eagles the win. But otherwise, I honestly thought it would be going to OT or something like that. But it was a beating in the fourth quarter. Both defenses laying out the offense of the other team. I mean, the Eagles took a day off on the third quarter. Then they came back to work in the fourth quarter, and they ended a good game. And you said you were not going to give the Eagles any credit until they beat us, unless they defeated the Cowboys.
Still not giving them any. And I'm going to tell you why.
You're not a man of your word. I get it.
Nope. Watch. Is it my turn now?
Go ahead.
Yes, I'm paying Skip. Is it my turn now? Okay. Now, this is... I'm going to go to week 1.
Fly, Eagle, fly.
All right. This is week 1, Dallas, okay? Bear with me.
Okay.
Dak Prescott, 14 passes, completed, attempted 29, 134 yards, 1 interception. This is against Tom Brady. Elliott, 10 times, 52 yards. Pollard, 6 times, 8 yards. Now, there's a reason I'm bringing up these stats from the first part of the game. First game of the opening season for Dallas, and you will see where I'm going with this. Brown had 5 records, 68 yards. Schultz had 7 for 62 yards. CeeDee Lamb had 2 for 29. And from what I seen, I'm not even going to bring up the defense because they did their job.
They most certainly did. In the second half, they did.
It doesn't matter. They still did their job.
First half,
now,
Cowboy defense.
Now I go to this game. Cooper Rush, 38 attempts, 18 completed, 181 yards, 1 TD, 3 interceptions.
Don't get me started on Cooper Rush right now.
Nope, this has nothing to do with Rush. Watch where I'm going with this. Ezekiel Elliott, 13 carries, 81 yards. Tony Pollard, 11 for 44. The last 4 games of the Dallas, you have seen Tony Pollard run for more yards and had more attempts. Now we switch back to Elliott. CeeDee Lamb recorded 5 times. Now we have CeeDee Lamb back in here with more receiving yards than anybody else. Who does that sound like, people? Dak fucking Prescott. Target 2 people. Elliott, Lamb. That's it.
But Elliott
Oh,
has
wait,
been known
wait.
to
I'm gonna
to
get more
dance
here.
around the Eagles. That's because
Ferguson,
Elliott's been known
4.
to dance around the Eagles defense.
Really?
Facts.
No, not for 68 yards. He hasn't. Dude choked out. How many did he drop?
Is it,
How many
why
did he
could
tell
you
you
just
how
say
many
that
he
maybe
dropped
the
in the
Eagles
week?
defense came to work?
So you're going to tell me that happened in week 1 too?
Well, they didn't face the Eagles week 1.
No, they faced Brady, whose defense is shit.
Exactly.
And he dropped 7 fucking passes.
That was also Dak.
But you just said it was Cooper DeRush's fault. That we have a difference.
I did not say it was Cooper Rush's fault. I said the Eagles just played better. There is the difference.
I'm gonna keep going here. Okay. So we have Ferguson 4 for 40 yards, Hendershot 2 for 22 yards, Michael Gallup 2 records of 18 yards, and where in here is Nathan Brown? 1 for 10. We have literally the exact same stats of week 1 against a shitty defense, and they have a good defense.
Eagles did not have a shitty defense.
My point. That's what I just said. Week 1, okay. Shitty defense. Now we go up against a good defense and have the exact same numbers. That was proven. Dak Prescott, you cannot keep targeting 2 people. They were showing him the difference between the 2. Cooper Rush's way, Dak's way. Dak's way, you fail. Cooper Rush's way, you win. I guarantee it, that loss was nothing more than Dak. This is what you're doing wrong. You're losing.
And they decided to do it against the unbeaten teams to prove this point?
Oh, I guarantee it.
I blame Cooper Rush's wife for being in attendance on Sunday.
Oh!
Well, you know what's funny about that? I'm glad you brought that up, actually, Michael, because...
I'm not Mike. What?
Goes.
I brought that up.
Whoever brought it up, I'm kind of glad you did, because, guys, I'm really freaking tired and sick, but I'm kind of glad
it's all over Twitter and everybody knows about it.
What? What did I miss?
That Cooper Rush didn't want his wife there, but she used their airplane miles to fly to Philly for the game.
Yeah, because he didn't want her to use waste the money on expensive tickets, and I get that. He's not exactly $1 billion freaking quarterback like Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Speaking of Dak, he's expected to be cleared this week.
Exactly. That's what I was getting ready to point out. It's funny they lose and Dak comes back the following week. Mm-hmm. You don't find that funny?
Hilarious.
It's a way to show there was no quarterback controversy in Dallas. That's what it was over. You make him play like Dak so he loses. And Jerry Jones looks like the hero when Dak comes back and starts winning. Cooper Rush's way. Watch.
So you're suggesting that Dak's going to start playing like Cooper?
Exactly. What do you think he's been doing this whole time? He's been watching. He said that. I'm going to learn stuff from Cooper Rush.
Interesting theory.
No, he did. He said that.
I agree.
He's a veteran quarterback. Why would he need to learn anything? You've been in the league how many years, and you're telling me you got to watch from a rookie?
You can, but the thing is, when Dak's back's up against the wall, he's going to play like himself. He's not going to be able to copy someone forever. His style will come back. So
his style was before he worked with Tony Romo. That was his style. So when Tony Romo worked with him is when he started sucking. Tell me I'm wrong, anybody. Tell me I'm wrong.
Maybe. I don't know.
Put that in the comment sections if anyone thinks.
But let me tell you something. The commentators of that game were right on one thing, and that's the conference to watch this year, minus the Commanders, is the NFC East. The Cowboys have been on fire. The Eagles are on fire. The Giants are on fire. The NFC East is the best conference right now. Roll your eyes all you want. The Eagles and the Giants are playing well this year, and you can't deny that. I mean, the record in the East is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 7. I mean, that's the best. That's the best conference right now. It's the best division.
Okay. Back real quick. This is against your Rams, okay?
I know.
Nope. Look at this. Cooper Rush threw for 16, 10 catches, 102 yards. Tony Pollard, 8 carries, 86 yards. Ezekiel Elliott, 22 for 78. You had CeeDee Lamb, 5 for 53. Michael Gallup, 4 for 44. Nathan Brown, 1 for 5. Wow, those are a whole different stat sheets than what I just looked at. See my point?
I see your point.
That's a whole different.
I see the point you're trying to make. I just don't know how far it's going to fly.
It's what I'm seeing. It's exactly what I'm seeing. Our defense did their job. Our defense didn't slack. Yeah, maybe at the beginning. But from what I'm seeing here is, and Mike McCarthy is just to blame for his press conference before the game. We want Cooper Rush to throw more. Why? With what he was doing was working. Why would you want him to throw more? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're asking my opinion, you want to blame Cooper Rush.
I am not blaming Cooper Rush.
No, I'm talking to the fans who are. If you want to blame somebody, blame Mike McCarthy. That's who you should be blaming.
Let's talk about the AFC for a second. The AFC is picking up just where they left off last week, where I can't make heads or tails
really
where it's going to go.
Well, we can tell Chiefs are now got knocked off by the Bills.
Which I saw coming.
Bills are a sleeping team in a way. They're hit and miss.
They're 5-1. They're a sleeping team. Okay.
They're a hit and miss. Depends which Bills you get. It was kind of like the Titans.
Well, they're getting the right one. 5 right far 5. And the Chiefs finally showed what happens when they face a decent team.
No, the Chiefs have a problem. Some days they have it fixed. Some days they don't. And that's the problem. Some days they have it figured out. Some days they don't. It just really depends. Now, you want to talk about AFC around. Let's talk about the Browns. We can talk about the Steelers. Talk about teams that aren't doing
what I'm saying was, in the AFC, there's only 5 teams, 6 if I include the one with the tie, that has a winning record. The rest are either 50-50 or they got more losses. I mean, the only teams in the AFC that have more wins than losses is the Bills at 5-1, the Jets at 4-2, Titans at 3-2, and like I said, the fourth one, if I gave it the tie, is the Colts with 3-2-1. And the Chiefs and the Chargers both sitting at 4-2. Everybody else is either 3-3 or lower. I mean, that's because the AFC is hungry again this year, and you can't make heads or tails on which one's going to be going. Because anything can happen in a game of football. Because you got the AFC East is also on fire right now. The Patriots are starting to come back. The Dolphins are now 3-3. The North. Ravens and Bengals at 3-3. Browns and Steelers at 2-4. The South, you got Titans at 3-2, Colts 3-2-1, Jaguars 2-4, Texans are shit, like usual, 1-3-1. And the West, you got 4-2 in Chiefs and Chargers, Broncos 2-4, Raiders 1-4. Now, the NFC side, you have only 4 teams, 4 with a winning record, and 3 of those are in the East. Eagles 6-0, Giants 5-1, Cowboys 4-2. The only other winning team is the Vikings sitting at 5-1. I mean, we're picking up where we left off last year, where teams are coming to play.
Are they coming to play, or are the coaches just getting tired of people getting overpaid and not playing?
Oh. The West, still flip a coin. The Niners, Rams, and Seahawks are all 3-3. Cardinals are 2-4. The South, Buccaneers are 3-3. Falcons are 3-3. Falcons are actually doing decent this year. Saints 2-4. Panthers are 1-5. I don't even know what the hell is going on down there. Vikings 5-1. Packers 3-3. Bears and Lions. Well, Bears are 2-4. Lions are 1-4. And last but not least, the Commanders are 2-4.
Who cares about the Commanders?
No one, but I gotta say it.
Redskins.
Nope, we just got canceled.
All right. Well, let's move forward, shall we? All right. Week 7. So it's going to start. I guess the Chiefs here. We can get his vote as well if he wishes.
I actually have the week 7 right in front of me.
Well, so do I, but that's because I keep. We're going to start with Thursday night. It's the Saints and the Cardinals. They're both 2-4. And see who you're going to go with. I'm going to go with the Cardinals only because I'm the West guy.
Give me Saints.
Saints? All right. Chiefs, who you want?
Arizona.
All right.
Only because there's a Northern Iowa Panther on the team.
Fair enough. You got the Browns and the Ravens. I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Ravens.
The Bucks and the Panthers. Depends on which Tom Brady shows up. Tom Brady has been sucking this year.
Panthers.
But on the other hand, the Panthers suck worse. So I'm going Bucks.
I'm going with John.
Oh, did you just vote? Which way did you go?
Tampa.
Do you want? I gotta say something. Do you know what really irks me about last week about the Thursday night game? Bears.
Here we go.
Commanders.
We just went off script.
No. I gotta say one thing. Out of all the people that vote on this, me, Insidious, you, or anybody that votes on my Facebook page,
Bob.
John was the only one that got Commanders right. Everybody else said Bears. Okay, moving on.
Because nobody cares for Washington. Nobody.
Just like no one cares for Chicago.
Ouch. All right, both teams are 3-3.
Unless your name is CM Punk.
Both teams are 3-3. Who's going to get it?
Aaron Rodgers still owns that ass.
Okay, Falcons and Bengals. Both teams are 3-3.
What team?
Falcons and Bengals.
Bengals.
All right.
I'm going with Atlanta because I don't want Ian to beat my ass.
I think it depends on which team shows up. The Falcons have been surprisingly decent this year. But the Bengals have been surprisingly not decent.
Next game, I'm not voting. You should already know.
Yeah, we'll write it down for Chiefs saying Lions, so we'll write down Lions.
Yeah, bullshit.
Lions or Cowboys, Insidious? Oh, it is Dak's return, so who's he going to be?
Golf. Nope. I got it. The referees. They always make the right calls and they're never wrong. My boys.
Yeah,
Dallas.
Cowboys too. Yeah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna come back.
No, they're gonna sack.
Should I say Giants?
He's gonna fumble that ball and they're gonna ram it up their ass. They're gonna get it back. They're gonna get him again. They're gonna knock it out of his hand. They're gonna run it up his ass.
Giants or Jags?
Is this in London or is this in Jacksonville?
Jaguars.
Is it in Jacksonville?
No, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't for sure if it was a London game or not.
No. We're not having another international game for I think till week 8 or 9.
Okay. Well, we all know Jacksonville does amazing when they're in London.
That's the only time they do.
I know. That's why I'm going with my division rival.
Not me.
Fuck yeah, that. I know. He still doesn't believe the Giants are a good team yet.
I'll never go for him, and you know it.
Colts or Titans?
Colts.
Yeah, I want to get the Colts 1 week, and I lost. So, yeah, Colts.
Yeah. they're both playing. Could go either way. Whoever wins gets this control of the South. I'll go against you guys. I'll go Titans. Just to give them a pity vote. The Packers or the Commanders?
Packers.
No comment.
Packers.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't like either team. I'm gonna go
Let's
with
go,
Packers.
Rodgers.
Let's go, referee.
Okay, so Chiefs going Commanders.
No. As
Okay.
everybody that knows me is, I can't stand Green Bay.
All right.
Well, I can't stand our rivals either, so I'll root against them. Let's go, Rodgers.
I'm sorry. Baby mama's favorite team is Green Bay. I always have to go against Green Bay.
So Commanders it is.
He's right.
They have a
You're
stupid
like, okay.
name. I'm anti-Commanders.
But you literally just said you always have to go against them, so you would have to be a commander.
No.
Then you might as well go for Green Bay then and say you're done.
No.
We'll let him stew for a little bit. All right, Jets and Broncos. I'm going with the Jets.
Bronx.
I'm going with the Jets. I'm seeing magic in New York where you guys aren't.
I'll be there next year.
Where are you going next year?
Niagara Falls.
New York? That's Canada.
It's in New York. It's split in New York and
I
Canada,
know
you
that.
dumbass.
I know that. Why are you going to there for like an anniversary thing?
Family vacation in June.
Nice.
I got offered to go.
Oh, I speaking of which, well, Heidi doesn't watch this, so I don't get anywhere. I finally got our 10-year anniversary gift planned for. So shush.
I don't know nothing.
I got her a hot tub.
I swore you were getting. You got her a hot dog.
You're an idiot.
Ask me about my winner.
You're funny. No, a hot tub. What do you think, guys?
So where are you putting it?
Backyard.
Don't you dare stay in your backside.
Hey, Paul, bend over. We'll show you.
No, good. I don't want Michael's hot dog.
Oh, shit. All right. Did you say Jets or Broncos, Insidious?
Jets.
Oh,
So where are you putting it?
probably the backyard.
Okay.
Is it a blow up one?
No, it's the real deal.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Oh, I gotta ask a serious question. Did you guys ever get peaches back inside?
Yeah. Here's a funny story about that one. Yeah,
That's his
our
husky
dog ran
for
off.
everybody.
She ran out of a hole that was in the backyard. So we searched for like 3.5 hours. Some kids said that they saw her up on Center Avenue chasing a cat. We went that way. We looked for her. Couldn't find her. The lady on Facebook called, said she was back in our neighborhood. So we went back. We still looked around. We couldn't find her. Then it got dark. We said, we have to give up for the night. We come home. She's back in the backyard. She left. She came back in the same way she went out. I'm like, you crazy pup.
That is a smart dog.
Yep, she knows her way back home.
I'm trying to figure out how we went from football to hot dog to dogs.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Probably because Paul has a one-track mind. Anyway, text. Oh, good lord. Okay, which team is going to get their second win? You got a clash of the two worst teams, so it's going to be a little slap fest. You got Texans and Raiders.
Houston.
I'm going for Tony Romo for calling the game. I bet you he calls it right down the middle.
Right.
It's in Vegas.
You'll count it. 1, 2, 3.
It's in Vegas. I'll go Raiders. Who are you going with, Insidious?
Brock Lesnar F5 them all.
So you want to go Derek Carr?
Why not?
All right. Seahawks and Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Chargers.
Seattle.
He's going with the Squawks.
Yeah, they're both- Ooh, oh, crap.
I know why you said that.
Moving on. Okay, Chiefs and Niners. Damn it! I don't like either team.
Chiefs.
Don't let Hedster hear you say that.
He knows I don't like the Chiefs. I mean, I don't mind them. I just think they're arrogant. I mean,
'Cause they
Patrick Mahomes is the new Tom Brady when Tom Brady was younger. He's
'Cause they
arrogant.
win. They bring the W.
I'm going KC.
Only because I can't stand the Niners, I got to go with KC as well.
But he just yelled at us for not going with our rivals. Look at him.
Not because I don't. Not because the Niners. I'm also being fair. The Niners aren't playing the greatest. They're 3-3.
You
Chiefs are
didn't
4-2.
vote for them last year when they did have good numbers.
They didn't have. That's not true.
That is true. When did you go for? I have the proof. I can run back.
When did I go for the Niners? Every time they played the Rams, because I know Jimmy Garoppolo has their number.
Okay, fair enough. That was it.
Niners or Chiefs? Let's see this.
I said Chiefs.
Okay, I didn't hear you. All right. Sunday Night Football gives us the Steelers in Miami.
Rams have a bye week?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And for others that need to know, the Vikings, Eagles, Rams, and Bills. So the 3 winning teams and the Rams have a bye week.
So St. Louis and who?
Pittsburgh and Miami are going at it.
Yeah. I don't know where I got St. Louis from, but that shit was funny.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
They're on a
Dolphins.
losing streak. I'm going with the other team.
Steelers.
Yep.
Yeah, I will give you credit. With the Steelers just knocking out Tom Brady, they may actually have a little bit of momentum on their side.
But we did just talk about Tom Brady has the worst record as of right now. And let's face it, that offense coach over there in Steeler land needs to go bye-bye because this is 2 years now. He sucks.
And Monday Night Football gives us Chicago and New England.
Bring on New England.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
The only time you ever hear me cheer on New England when Tom Brady's not their quarterback.
I don't know. I'm really impressed with that new quarterback they got, though.
Yeah.
He's back. So I'm looking that up right now for everyone that knows.
What are you looking up?
Looking to see when Mac Jones comes back.
Oh. Awkward silence.
I don't know. From what I'm reading, he's been benched.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading too. But from my understand, he was on an injury in week 1. So if he's healthy, why the hell did they bench him? Because obviously Zappy isn't doing very damn hot.
Well, so we're at week 7. So this is week 6, week 7. So we're a couple weeks away from the halfway mark. So it's you said this is about the time where we start, after the bangs and the beat ups start to settle in, we start forming what we usually have an idea of what we're going to be seeing at the end game. And except for maybe 3 or 4 teams on each conference, I got no idea where this
last year was very interesting. This year is kind of shitty. It's kind of a hit.
Well,
and
last
miss.
year the AFC was the conference to look at when you only had 3 decent NFC teams. But weird fact, here's something. You had so many good AFC teams, very few good NFC teams, and yet it was an NFC team that won the Super Bowl.
And
Trying to figure out where the logic is with that one.
NFC just outperformed. That's how it always goes down. It ain't about who has the better scorecard. It's about who outperforms who and which coach outcoaches the other one. In the end, it's still a mind game, just like boxing. It's still strategy and mind gaming on who comes out on top.
Yeah, except the weird thing is, and we already know the reasons behind both of it, is that usually the NFC champion or the AFC champion and the Super Bowl / Super Bowl champion, usually they are decent their next year. But this time, the Rams aren't doing good, nor is the Bengals. So,
because the Bengals did the same thing you did. Identity. Yes. So who in the hell is he going to throw to? Same damn situation.
Mm-hmm.
You get rid.
By the way, has anybody heard any rumors of where OBJ may be going?
He has 5 spots he wants, but for some reason Dallas won't look at him. And I get it. I know why. Because we all know Jerry Jones is a sucker for not wanting to sign rivals, teammates. Even though we have Peters on our team, which was a Giant. I don't get his point, but he won't look at him because he was a Giant.
No, where else is he looking besides Dallas?
His teams are Rams. He said he would like to play for the Bucks, but he said he wants a Michael Gallup contract.
Nice.
I don't know what Michael Gallup gets paid. I guess I could look that up.
Man, Brady throwing to OBJ, that'd be interesting.
It'd be awesome, in my opinion.
I really don't got much left, so. The games this week were a lot of upsets, but at the same time, they were upsets, but at the same time they weren't. I saw Magic where you didn't. The only thing is, I didn't think the Magic would last against the teams they played. So, and yet they did. So I'm starting to wonder what's going up in these teams.
The contract of Michael Gallup is $62.5 million total, giving Gallup an average of $12.5 million per year. But his 5-year deal that he got was $57,500,000, including a $10 million sign-on bonus and a $27 million guaranteed. So that's what he's looking at. That's what he wants by a Michael Gallup contract. Problem is he worth it?
Well,
at his age, is he worth it?
Oh.
I mean, let's face it, Michael Gallup's younger than him. Amari Cooper's younger than him. But I get why he wants that much money, because no one's ever paid him what it's worth. But let's go back and look at the reasoning behind it for a minute. Jewelry on the field, mismatched cleats, attitude, hard to work with, getting into it with the referees, spitting in the coach's face, even tried to punch one. You're hard to work with, dude. Ask Dez Bryant where he's at right now. Same reason.
No shit.
You can't be hard to work with. You ain't got to be a yes man, no. But when you got to shut up, shut up. Rules are there for a reason. Take off your damn rolly. Take off your golden fucking necklace. Wear the same damn shoes as everybody else.
Because I guarantee you, Antonio Brown ain't coming back no damn soon.
Oh, dude, his career's dead.
Not after that performance in Tampa.
He has a Terrell Owens now. He's dead. No one will ever sign him.
I mean, you don't strip down to your you don't strip down, throw half your uniform into the stands, and give everyone a peace sign, and think you're ever coming back.
And Chief, you should know he just TO'd himself.
Yeah.
And you know what's sad is? Tyreek Hill and who was the other one? It's a Cowboy, I think. Oh, it's another person. But it was Tyreek Hill and another player ran up against Terrell Owens. He smoked them both at 47 years old in a foot race. Showing at 47, he's still faster than these rookies.
Paul, you're not going to believe this. You called it right down the middle. I mean, you asked me about London games. Next week, there will be a London game. And the only team that, as you said, likes to perform in London will be in there.
Oh, week 8?
Yeah.
Who are they facing?
Week 8, your London game will be Broncos serving as the visiting team versus the Jaguars.
Okay. Here's a question. Do we want to go on ahead and do week 8 now?
No, why?
I don't know.
No, we can wait. That's what we do.
Whatever. So I don't have anything, Chief. You got anything you want to add?
Nope.
All right. Well, Chief, we would like to thank you for joining us this week. It's always a pleasure.
This is true.
Go and do your sign off and I'll hit the button.
This has been Insidious Ghost and the Chief. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, y'all. Have a safe week.